Hey guys, how you doing? Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. Sorry about the last thing. The iPad needed to be shut down again and restarted. Hasn't happened in months. So anyway, if you're here live, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the videos and please leave a comment, even if it's an emoji, because YouTube will use those algorithms to send Coach for the Soul around the planet, because right now, everybody needs a little coaching for the soul. That's for sure. It's crazy. Daisy's a freaking crazy mess today. I'm in a awesome, just got done meditating and primo. Hi, Laura. So I don't know what we're going to talk about today. Hey, Carol, how's it going? How you feeling? I'm going to tell you about some experiences and things like that. Hey, Sheila. And hey, Robin. Going to talk about some things that happened this past week, and which are cool stuff, right? We're going to talk a little astrology stuff, maybe. Hi, Nancy. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't make a plan today at all. Yeah, didn't make a plan today at all. Hey, Kathy. Yeah. So today's Kathy's birthday. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna really chill. So Daisy's going after something or somebody. So if she barks and disrupts, she will. So yeah. It is a beautiful day in Detroit. It is sunny. There's not a cloud in the sky, and it's 18 degrees is the wind chill. 18 degrees. It's the wind chill is 18 right now. We started out at -6 this morning. So hi, Haley. Yeah. So I don't know why it does that. Why it still says when it's in airplane mode, why it still makes a sound, which drives me nuts. And I don't know how to shut it off. So I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, much better. Oh yeah, because on airplane mode it shouldn't do that. But anyway, hi Lisa. Haley, I'm good. Lots of new stuff in January of 2025. So yeah, it's gonna be we're gonna talk about that. So anyway, beautiful day. Feels like January, which is kind of cool, because the other months in 2024 did not feel like it was that time of year. But it feels like a traditional January where it's cold outside. It's kind of sunny, which is cool. No snow. We've had like 4 inches of snow so far this season. They say snow by the 20th of the month. And the answer to that is no, Miss Thing. You're not going to go outside. You got to relax. You can watch the doggies from the door or from the window, whichever you want to do. But Daddy is not going to put you outside. Nope, not going to happen, girlfriend. Not going to happen. I'm sorry, but not going to happen, girl. It's not going to happen. No, I know you want to go outside and bark at the doggies, but you just know we're not doing that. Okay? Hey, Barb. Hey, Kathy. Hello, Angel. Okay, so I'm going to start because when I start, hey, Jody, when I talk, she settles down, like during readings and things. So we're going to do that. Okay, so let me think where we're going to start. Astrology. Okay, so Mars is retrograde in Cancer. Okay, I believe it's Cancer. Yes. Or is it Pisces? Gosh, completely gone out of my head. Anyway, we have a full moon on the 15th of January in the sign of Cancer. Okay, and it's the opposite sign of Capricorn. It's going to be about there may be emotional upset. There may be, because Mars it's clearing out all of our junk, right? And so is everybody, and so all the other planets, because they're almost all retrograde from now until the 20th of January, where all the big planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars, Mercury right now is in Capricorn. So if Capricorns become kind of little chatty Cathys, that's why. And I believe Uranus is retrograde also. They're all gonna come together out of retrograde pretty much at the same time, between now and the middle of February. Okay, so everybody's energy is going to be kind of cool. It's going to be kind of, I know, one of two ways. It's going to be, okay, awesome, that is so cool what just happened, or WTF, why do I feel all depressed? Okay, hey Tess, and that's just because it's clearing us out for 2025. Okay, we're doing more clearing now than we've ever done in our lifetimes. Okay, everything is being removed from us. I talked to somebody the other day, and we were talking about how bad it is, and how it's just, I'm just depressed, and I don't understand, and then I, again, Spirit, right, said to them, understand, you're clearing almost or over 12,000 years of lifetimes. Okay, we've never done this before. Your body's going WTF, and what happens when ego gets challenged is depression. That's what happens, right? When you're fighting against ego, it's going to make you depressed because it doesn't want to let it go. And I'm having deja vu right now, which is pretty freaking cool. That when we're doing our clearing, right? Because they're clearing us. If you like it or not, they're going to clear you. And it is how you respond to it. Now, it's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be depressed and not do anything. Trust me, it is. Does it feel bad? It sucks. It sucks. But it tells you how deep those lifetimes were. Okay? In your lifetime during your lifetimes in 3D. So understand, the more it feels, okay, they're pulling it out by the roots, everybody. The universe is pulling it out of our bodies by the roots. And those roots are really deep, right? Because many, many, many lifetimes was about survival. It was about survival. And I'll mention this again. 100 years ago, the majority of Americans were living in squalor. Okay? You were either a farmer and you depended upon the crops, right? Or you were a coal miner without any masks, anything like that, down underneath the ground, pulling out ripping out the coal, right? You're working at U.S. Steel without a union, or you were doing all these things, right? Women were at home trying to keep the relationship and the family together, right? In a house that might have 10, 15 people in it, right? If you're in Detroit or any big city in 1924, 1925, Calvin Coolidge was the president of the United States, and there was no regulation, there was nothing. So you're kind of like on your own. Survival mode. So understand that as you feel yucky, it's only going to happen for a little while longer because you're feeling like WTF. What can you do with that? There's so many great meditations out there. Hi, Tina. And there's so many meditations out there that are fantastic. That what is beautiful is the people who do meditations are matching what's going on. Okay? And I will say this, and I'll say this through the whole thing because I'm going to remind all of us. You have to allow your spirit guides to lead you. Stop thinking about ways to change it. Stop thinking about ways that I got to do it. Stop thinking about ways that, oh my God, I don't like to feel like this. I got to do something. No, stop. They talk about surrender. They talk about surrender. Okay? And people don't really know what that means. It means giving up. Give it up. Because if you are constantly looking, how can you be led? You can't be led. Right? I know. They're like, boom. In the past week, they have brought me 3 or 4 different meditations out of the frickin' blue. Now, December, I didn't have nothing. But January is one of my best months because it's Capricorn for another 11 days. The blessing with that is my rising sign in my birth chart is Aquarius. And where is Pluto right now? In Aquarius. So there's lots of changes going on. Is there a lot of stuff going on with Aquarius, with Pluto and Aquarius now? No, it's got 20 freaking years, right? But stop trying so hard. Trust me, been there, done that. It doesn't work. It does nothing but feed your ego. It feeds your ego constantly, just constantly. Because it's a control issue. It's control. And understanding that you wonder why you're not further. Well, stop. Stop. You came from third dimension. You're either in upper 4 or 5D right now. Especially if you're following the program, right? So, hey, Lindsay. So understand that it's going to take time. Kind of like Pluto in Aquarius for 20 years. It was in Capricorn for 15 and a half, right? It changed my life completely and every Capricorn's life. We left that behind. But understand, when you think too much, you can't be led. When you try to figure out why, stop. You'll never, it's not for you to know, right? It's not for you to know about why did this person get elected president, goes into office the 20th of this month. What are the hurricanes about? What are the fires about? Stop. You can't be led if you're constantly thinking about why. Been there, done that. Hey, Michelle. Been there, done that. It doesn't serve you at all. And me being a Capricorn who's been on my own since I was like 12 years old, right? I mean, still out of the family, but working for myself and blah, 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 blah. And a lot of Capricorns are like that, right? All of the really old signs are the same. And everybody dips in and out of signs, right? So if you, she's gonna, that's my guard dog. Yeah. Daisy. Hey. That's enough. Yeah. She'll bark again too. But understanding that the more you push, when you don't think you're pushing, I'll tell you what, I talk to a lot of people every week. People that are in the memberships. Okay? Coaching for the Soul memberships help so many people. I'm telling you, I'll throw this commercial in there because now's the time if you want to join, because they're all 10% off and you get a free month. Okay? They're on billhobart.com. If you want to know what the F is going on and how to fix it, what you need to do, what's your part in it, join the memberships. I'm telling you, it makes it easier to understand because they channel for you through me, right? There's five different levels. Just say that, okay? Whatever you can afford, but also how much do you really think you need the help, okay? But understanding that if you don't have trust, if you don't have flow, chimes, if you don't have just allowing them to clear you the way that they need to clear you, it's going to double down on your depression. It's going to double down on all the negative that you feel around your body. Okay? Understanding that it's because you're not allowing yourself to flow because you haven't learned how to let go. How to let go. I have nothing at all against people taking classes and things like that. But 90% of the time, it is ego that is having you take the class than it is them. Bill, I thought I would do this. Well, stop thinking. The key word there is thought. What are you thinking about it for? Allow them to lead you. Hey, Bethany. Allow them to have you flow. It's the only way that you're going to ascend at the speed that you need to ascend. But that is about surrender. Hardest thing I think I've ever done in my life is surrender. I fought because that was my defense. That's who I was. This entire lifetime and lifetimes before. Times. Survival mode. Remember, survival mode. You've been surviving for over 12,000 years on the planet. It's not now. 100 years ago, again, we're living in squalor, barely surviving, right? Again, if you're a farmer, you were hoping that the crop came in. There's no regulation. There's no anything, right? So it is what it is. And hey, Dorothy. So flowing is everything. Thinking too much is the worst thing you can possibly do. Okay? Even if you're sitting around doing nothing, if the energy, if you retain the energy from past lives, which is being brought up right now to have you clear, if you don't allow us to clear it, we have to pull it out of you. Now, I don't know anybody, when's the last time you had a sliver in your finger, right? Or a hangnail, Spirit says. Just little things that are aggravating as hell. Do I leave it or do I take care of it? You're going to pretty much take care of it and do it for other people too, right? The same thing with allowing yourself to be led. Allowing yourself to ascend. Chimes. They're really loud today. And during now, they haven't rang all day till now. Because it is so important that you allow your spirit guides, your guardian angels, the universe, to lead you, to allow them to take that energy out of our body, for us to release it, right? How do you release it? Guided meditations twice a week, okay? Because the more that you allow ego to control it for you, it's going to push it right back down. Or you're going to be PO'd all day and make mistakes. Verbal mistakes. Human mistakes, right? And then when you get called on the carpet by the three-dimensional supervisor, what do? I was watching something today, and I shut it off in about 3 minutes because it was third-dimensional who Capricorn is. No, that isn't, again, things haven't changed enough for all of you who are at a lower to up to middle level of fifth dimensional energy. And for me, being the Capricorn, innovative, things like that, I want that stuff to be updated, right? Not only for myself, but for other people who are in, hey, Allison, that are in that trajectory, right? All of us are going to be at one time or another. But it's about when you are searching for something to listen to. That's what I was doing, right? Well, when you search for something to listen to, instead of allowing them to bring it to you, because didn't want to, I was in the shower, and didn't want to, I just needed something to occupy my head, because I had a lot of stuff before I meditated. Hey, Kel. Well, again, I shut that off, and I was by myself in the shower anyway, right? So there's a perfect point of I do it too, right? Because I just want something to for my brain to focus on until I can actually get out and meditate. Because today's been a kind of a full day with stuff, right? So going back to the original conversation, it is about allowing yourself to flow. It's allowing yourself to be unconscious. It's okay to be unconscious, right? Because when you're unconscious, like sleeping or napping or chilling, right? It allows your energy to balance. And it's easier for them to come down and bring it up. Again, before my shower, again, brushed my teeth, what I was doing, and a big glob of yucky came up. And I was like, just fear. I'm like, what the hell is that about? What is that about? I haven't been in that fear in like months. Well, I took care of it. I took care of self-talk, parenting myself. Bill, what is that about? Get that stuff out of there, Bill. That's not get. It's just leftovers, Bill. It's just leftovers. Hey, Trace, it's just leftovers. And that's what you have to do. That is why you have to pay attention to how you're feeling. Where's it at? Is it in your chest? Is it in your belly? Is it in your head? Where's it at? Because you have to talk to yourself about what it is. That's just like when your ears are ringing, right? My ears just hum all the time because they have since I was a kid, right? And it's not tinnitus, and I didn't like that. If one more person says, well, I have tinnitus. No, you don't. Well, it's just in my right ear. Okay, but it's not tinnitus. It's not. You're connecting to your spirit guides, to the universe. They're downloading, uploading inside your body. And what you do is you say, so spirit, who's in my right ear? Who's in my right ear? Now, will you get an answer? No. It's telling them that you recognize your ears ringing. Because they can't read your mind. They know everything about you, but they can't read your mind. If you got that or not. Hey, Lisa. Okay? So it's the same thing. Where am I feeling yucky yet? Mine is in my heart. My heart center is since I was a child. I came that way. I swear to God, I've always been that person, right? And I'm hoping to God that it didn't damage my heart over 65 years, right? Because I've always been that person. Always been that person where I felt it right here. Even when I was a kid, like 3, 4, 5 years old, right? So identify where it's at. Identify why am I feeling like this? What were my dreams last night? And I'm telling you, if you just, as you allow yourself to understand who you are, as you allow yourself to question yourself, when you allow yourself to understand the clearing chimes, you'll be able, when you get the initial hit of energy, you will know in your third eye, in your mind, what it is if you've allowed yourself to flow. The only reason that you wouldn't know is if you're an ego. The only reason you wouldn't know is if you're an ego. Because you're, oh my God, what is that? What I'm thinking about? Again, fear. Fear. Fear of, oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is it? Oh my God, what is that? Stop. Stop. Allowing yourself to flow allows your third eye to open, to give you all the information that you possibly could need as they feed it to you. Are you going to be this person who connects to the God? I hope you are like that. But most of us don't happen like that. It happened like this since I was a kid, right? Just started the journey 10 years ago. Now going on 11. And I've never been this person before. About the clearings, about everything. Because it's, again, we're getting ready to be launched. So don't get down on yourself, right? If you have to tell yourself to pull your head out, do it, right? If you say, you know what? Again, I like the F word. So do they. Bill, what do you, blah, 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 blah. Come on, what are you doing? We're not this person anymore. Stop. We're not this person anymore. We're not this person anymore. We're not that person anymore. We're not that person anymore. Stop. Completely goes away because you're recognizing you're acting and feeling like you did before you started the journey. Stop. But ego will have you not say that. It will shadow it for you. Bill, I don't know why I feel like this. Really? And people in the memberships know I call them out. People on here, I call them out. Like, what do you mean you don't know? Did you ask? Well, no. They don't answer me. They don't answer me either. Right? They don't answer me either. Right? They just show up on YouTube. Or I will get a flash of something from my childhood. A flash of something from my adulthood, right? Where I got in trouble or whatever at work or whatever it was, right? Right? Something goofy. Yeah. So understanding that all of those things are coming up to you for you to release them. And there's things I still have to heal. James. From my last job. That was 10 years ago. Right? I was there for 10 years. But I hate that thing. And all of us have those things, right? Again, it's about us. Hey, Nancy. It's about us recognizing what it is and ask Spirit to clear it. And how I do it, I've showed you guys this before. Take it like a grapefruit. Grab it in your heart and throw it away. Spirit, it's not being, Spirit, we got to get rid of that. No, I have to do that a number of times? Yes. Yes, when it comes up again. But I'm recognizing what it is. I'm recognizing what it is. And I will tell you, it was my supervisor who was a bully and at Clark Shoes in Chicago. And he lived close, and he would come into the store when I wasn't there, and he would just berate my employees, which I always was an advocate for my employees and all the employees in the company for sure, right? Every place I've ever worked. Because I knew what you could and could not do, being in the business for 35 years, right? So in retail for 37 years. So my boss did that one day, and my employees called crying. Well, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You know, I called HR for the company. No, this is what's going on in my store. I'm not even there. I'm on a day off. I'm in Michigan for the day. Seeing my friends, whatever, right? Well, again, I know how to protect myself verbally when it comes to what you can and cannot do. But his treatment of me for 3 years, 4 years, was horrendous. But that situation comes up in my mind all the time because I feel for the employees that he basically verbally beat up and was angry at, with this anger, throwing shoes on the floor and just, yeah. Because he needed to be bigger than me. He was 6'6", weighed 325. So in human, he was bigger than me. But when it came to knowledge and talent, I had whooped, right? And he was jealous of that. He needed to put me in my place. Well, we've all had that happen. It just depends upon how deeply we take it. Well, I have passion for my job. I always have, right? So don't come in and tell me when I'm doing something wrong because I'm making decisions about things that you have no idea what I'm making the decision about. And you're looking at a picture and going, it doesn't look the same. Well, it's not supposed to look the same when you're the second biggest store in the company. Hello? Doesn't work like that. See? But that energy, I'm letting go still now. See? Because I know what it is. I know what they're doing. They're having me to seeing if I'll clear it. If I'll recognize it and I'll clear it. Okay? It's the way it is. There's all kinds of things in our lifetimes that we may not even know that it's not from this lifetime, right? We will not understand where it came from. That's ego. Where did that come from, Bill? I have no idea where that came from. Past lives. Because we're clearing all of our past life energy and our experiences that we haven't cleared yet, right? They're clearing out our memory banks. They're clearing out here in our mind, in our head, in our heart, in our body. Yeah. So when that happens, document it. And what did you do about it? Don't just blow it off. Because that one piece of energy can send you on a trajectory for a week. That ain't up, it's down. Until you finally make the decision, okay, I'm done, I gotta do a guided meditation. Okay, what one should I do? Let them pick it for you. Have your YouTube feed. Tell you. Because they're energy, they will put things in front of your eyes that you cannot believe you're watching. And it's matching exactly what you need today. They brought me a Steve Noble guided meditation on Tuesday. Blew my freaking mind. Of course, it's supposed to. Did it 90% in my third eye. My eyes were open, and as a clairvoyant, I can do this. I can do things. I can see things in my mind through my third eye. But it was the first time I'd really done it with a meditation in a really long time, right? So chalk went up for me because they brought it to me, and I went, click. Why? How? Because I'm led. They put my finger and tapped that so that I would see that guided meditation. Was I ready? I was so ready. But I wasn't expecting that. Because they know more than me. They know what I need today. They know what I need tomorrow. Because I don't think anymore. No, thinking does me no good. Because all my Capricorn, over 12,000-year-old soul is saying, I got this. No, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. But what it will do in my future, in all of our futures, is allow us to lead people. And that's exactly what our job is in the future. I've told all of you guys that. There's some place in the trajectory, right? In who we're going to be in fifth dimension and higher, sixth, seventh, eighth, who knows, right? None of us know, right? But we'll just claim 5D, okay? You don't know where you're going to be put to serve humans, to serve mankind. Because all of you are going to. You're not doing this for you, you're doing this for the collective. The 335 million people in the United States. Jody, it's Steve Nobel. Nobel. Steve Nobel on YouTube. And so understanding that we don't know what our job is going to be. We don't know where we're going to be placed. We don't know anything. We're allowing them to take care of us, okay, and move us where they need to move us. Psychologically, spiritually, mentally, physically, right? We don't know. We don't know any of that. We can assume that's ego. That's ego. See? Because if we, he says, damn it, humans think too much, Bill. I know they think too much. I thought too much, right? Because our survival mode is if I don't move, it's 333 right now. Check that shit out. Pretty awesome. Look that up. Google it. 333. And then on the comments, tell me how it fits with you. What's going on with you? Things like that. Yes. Great. See? It's them. For me to notice that. When you notice angel numbers, everybody, it's because they're putting the angel number in your face. They're directing your head to where you got to look at. For some reason, I looked at the time. Them. Because there's a message in that angel number, everybody. There's messages all day long for us. If we allow them to lead us. And if we don't allow them to lead us, you're going absolutely against, you're going against the grain. Allison's in Louisiana, she says 234, synchronicity. Okay? Synchronicity. So just here today, right? Just here today. Again, and that is what the deal is. They're showing you right now. They're showing you right now in this video, in this live on Thursdays at 3 o'clock, how it works. They lead us all day long. Once you get them to the 333s and the 222s and 111s, stuff like that, they'll give you other numbers. Mine are 811. My home address in Jackson, where I grew up in Michigan, right? There for 24 freaking years. And it's a special number. Didn't know it at the time, but I get all kinds of numbers now not to give me information, to give me to recognize the information. There's a difference. They're not telling me, oh, Bill, look at this because it means something. No. I'm reacting to it because, oh my God, I totally get that. I totally get that. Why? I have no idea. It's not my job to know why. It's not my job. My job is to allow them to lead me where I'm supposed to go. James, see? All of us. Even with the world outside. Again, don't worry about the world outside. You can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. Is it a cluster F? Yes, it's a cluster F. It's going to get even worse. Okay? You can't do anything about it. You just have to sequester yourself in your house, whatever, turn the news off, and understand it's happening for a reason so that we can rebuild it. That's what the angel numbers are all about. Again, Spirit, we've talked about this before, the Hansel and Gretel effect, right? They put Spirit's title, no one else's, to get us to go into Ascension, right? They put little shiny dangly things in front of our eyes, right? To make us kind of like the carrot in front of the horse, right? Horse was trying to get the carrot so it keeps on walking. Well, that's human. We unconsciously, as we do our guided meditations and we do our conversations with our guides and we're on our YouTube feed and we're kind of seeing stuff that we recognize, we don't know why, but we do. We're constantly walking, we're constantly moving forward, basically, let's say, okay? Then, you're putting the bread down, like the nursery rhyme, right? Putting the bread down so we can go back home after we go to grandma's house. Then you get to a level of ascension. All of us are doing it. And the dangly stuff goes away for a minute, for like 3, 4, 5 days. And your ego goes, what the fuck? Oh my God, where am I? I gotta go back to grandma's. But guess what? The squirrels ate the bread. You're stuck. Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna die. No, you're not gonna die. But ego makes you think you're gonna die because you don't have control anymore. You foolishly, in past lives, didn't pay attention to where you were going. And you fell off the cliff into the ocean. Or you walked across the battlefield and got killed. Or you got killed in a war. Your wife killed you, your husband killed you, whatever, right? It's all about death. Past lives is all about experiences with death, with starvation, with everything that's negative. That's what past lives. Survival mode for over 12,000 years. Our souls have all been here, everybody. We've all been here for over 12,000 years. Starting from scratch. Digging up grubs out of the ground with a stick. Okay? So understand that's all the energy, all the experiences that we have to let go of. We can't do it ourselves physically. It's impossible for us to do. Because we don't know how to do it. Daisy. Sorry. Daisy. Daisy. I have to use my daddy voice. Daisy, come here. She's not going to. She knows with that voice. Daddy's not having it. That's the one thing I can control is that 13-year-old child dog right there. Yeah, see? But understanding that as you go through this, you get more and more enlightened. And more cool stuff happens. And more stuff that you never thought you'd be able to do pops up in front of your face. Understanding their energy. We're energy. They're able to bring us things for us to know. They're able to bring us videos and things like that for us to know. Right? That's what they do for us. Because they work for us. No one else. Your spirit guides have been with you since you came to the planet over 12,000 years ago. Maybe only was one, maybe two. Well, now, after lifetimes, you've got a tower of guides above your head that are there to take care of you. Kind of like a university. That's the way spirit shows it to me. Other people say different things. Well, for me, that's what they show me. Okay? And allowing them to lead me. Allowing them to, for me to have a reaction to it. Okay? On a bad day, I'm like, I don't want to listen to that. Okay. Free will. Is it a bad thing? I don't know. I don't care. Because the way that I feel matters. As long as I'm doing my work by releasing and allowing them to take negative energy, negative experiences, negative lifestyle things from past lives and this lifetime, I'm allowing them to release them for me. Without ego. Ego is an MF, big time. Third dimensional instinct. Not going with you into 4 and 5D and higher. It's not. It's not. It was given to us for survival. Fight or flight. You're going to die anyway. Ain't it simple? You're going to die. If you're running from the tiger, you're going to die. If you're running from a arrow, you're going to die. Got a 50-50 chance of that. If you're running from somebody else, again, 50-50 chance. How fat are you? How athletic are you? How, again, back in the day, right? 1400s, 1200s. Yeah. Beginning of time. And in 3D. See? So as we've gone through lifetimes, our ego learns how to keep us alive. Ego gives us a set of tools, dysfunctional tools, right? As we've gotten smarter, as we've gotten more connected to the divine, to God, or whatever you want to call it, right? That's evolution. That's also ascension. It's the same thing we're going through now. We're going to a place we've been before 3D. We're just returning home. So when we get into 5D and higher, we're kind of chilling. We kind of like it here. It's not stressful. It's not crazy. There's no everybody's on the same page. It's about love, understanding, working together, cooperation, the collective. There's no more this, that, and the other thing. There's not. But it takes a while for us to get rid of all of that stuff by going through hardship, by going through and understanding that the way we've lived in this lifetime, for sure, especially being older, it was all a fallacy. As we've gotten, I would say, after the 70s, when it was truly things that were controlled. Yeah. I mean, there's still people that think we didn't go to the moon. Dude, come on. Oh, they made it up, really? Okay, well, okay. You know, I watched a little bit of Interstellar this past weekend. Blew my freaking mind, number one. Going through the wormhole, I was there. It was bizarre as hell. I was in the wormhole with the movie, which, again, tells me where I came from, that I recognized it, right? And I did it because I watched a little bit of it because somebody said they watched it. Somebody texted me or on Facebook said that they had her and her son had watched Interstellar. Like, I keep hearing about this Interstellar movie. I'm gonna watch it. So I did. I watched probably half of it because I was exhausted. And I went, holy shit. I had great dreams that night about Interstellar. See? Just little things like that. Somebody sending me a comment, hey, Bill, have you seen Interstellar? I think her name was Sue. Yeah, I'm seeing it all now. Yeah. And do you have any coaching for those souls that talk about 5D? I'm like, well, yeah, but I don't know what they are. Because I don't paint. Again, when I post the show, I just pick out little things that people will react to, right? And that the algorithms of YouTube will actually send to people. Hasn't worked well yet, but it's okay. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen, right? If it's supposed to. But that trigger right there made me at 8:30 at night watch this movie. Half of it. I'm going to watch the other half. Well, for sure. Probably tonight. See? But just that, watching that, by Sue sending me that text, right? Boom. I went, okay. Because 3 or 4 people in the past month have said, Bill, have you seen Interstellar? I'm like, no. Well, finally, Sue, on a Saturday night, I'm sitting here on my couch with the dog. It's 8:30 at night. TV's off. It's all just we're just kind of chilling. I'm winding her down, right? Takes about 2 hours. Yeah. Those are things that I'm being led to, right? Because I needed to see that part of the wormhole. James, that's how it works, everybody. That's how it works. If you don't intercede, if you don't mess it up, if you don't say, I said, for the first 3, 4 people that told me about Interstellar. Because I wasn't supposed to see it yet. I wasn't supposed to watch it yet until that day. So something during that day, it was my birthday. It was my birthday. It makes sense to me, right? Little gift on my birthday. That's what that's all about. See? Another thing I will say on the same thing, on my birthday, January the 4th, last Saturday, is the fact that someone that I know, not well, but I know, she put a comment on Facebook about the Gucci store in downtown Detroit. When did they put a Gucci store in downtown Detroit? I was on Facebook, boom, it popped right up. Like, boom. Like, oh, hey, Doris, blah, blah, blah. I told her what the deal was, right? And she said that when she saw the store and she wondered, her guide said, post it, post it, post it, post it. Don't get home and post it now. So she did. Because they knew I was on YouTube and I would answer the question that she had. And then she told me some things about something spiritual stuff. And I went, I have no idea what you're talking about. Can I call you? Well, an hour and a half later, we got done talking after an hour and a half. Them. I learned all kinds of cool stuff. Do I remember any of it? No. But they do. It was ding, 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 ding for her and for I. For myself. And the freaking chimes went off like crazy during our conversation. Because I'm allowing them to lead me. I had no readings on Saturday. Why? So I'd be chilling, hanging out, doing whatever on Facebook. It was too freaking cold outside. I'm taking an old girl 5 times a day, half mile walks a day. 5. Because she loves it cold outside. See? So that's my main focus every day between readings or if I'm not working, it's just hanging out. It's too cold outside for me. I need to move someplace warm, like Hawaii, Maui. Yeah, see? But those are examples, right, guys, of if you allow yourself to be led, if you allow yourself just to chill, if you allow yourself just to understand that they've got you. And I will say again, if you want freaking money, ask for freaking money. That's what they're there for. Get out of that starvation mode, right? Of that thing of, well, I just can't. Why? Don't you think you deserve? Well, Bella, don't I have to do something for it? That's 3D. I heard that in the last month, probably a half dozen times. Well, Bill, don't I have to do something for the money? No, you don't have to do something for the money. Do you believe that you deserve the money? That's my second question. Do you deserve it? And every single person said no. Don't I have to do something for it? Don't you think you've done enough? In this lifetime and lifetimes before, they go, yeah, I think so. You think so or you know so? Well, I know so. But it tells you how much ego is in their mind telling them they don't deserve it. Don't deserve it. I've got to do something. I've got to wait for the time to ask. No, you don't have to wait for the time to ask. You don't have to. Why do you think you're not hearing the word ticket? You can't just buy a lottery ticket unless they tell you to buy a ticket. You ain't going to win. Just give them $2. Right? I'm feeling like, okay, that's ego. Ego is having you go spend money to buy tickets or scratch-offs, whatever. And I see people doing $50, God bless you. Lottery loves it. But you're gonna get just as many chances if you have them pick your numbers for you than if you're buying $50 worth of $2 tickets. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'll tell you, see? Been there, done that. And I'll tell you why. In my experience, 2018, I got hit. Spirit told me I'm not gonna have my car for very long. It's 2 years old, beautiful Impala, brand new, black, hot. I said, well, what's gonna happen to the car? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Well, 3 weeks later, coming home from the gym, I got head on, right? Sitting at a light, turning left. 5 cars ahead of me, 2 cars behind me. This kid comes through the red light with 2 lanes of traffic, goes into the turn lane, because with the paying attention to the that the traffic had stopped. He went around them into the turn lane, came across the intersection, and hit my driver's side of my car at 65 miles an hour. Okay? It was like a carnival ride. Bumper cars, right? He hit me so hard that the freaking wheel of my car came off the axle and rolled across the street. Okay? This kid was freaking out. Oh my God. Well, okay, Spirit, I just filled the gas tank up. That was like $50. Okay, so, and I'm 2 miles away from home. Okay, whatever. And so, walked home. Spirit said, get a new car. I got a new car, didn't have a W-2 because I worked for myself. They changed my credit score by over 150 points. So they wouldn't have to do an employment check. Well, Spirit, when I sat in the car for the first time, it's a white Impala, white inside, the whole 9 yards. Double sunroof thing, whatever it is, right? Couldn't have a black car in Maui, so we got rid of it. It was 2018. We got you a white one because it's cooler to have in Maui, because it's white. Okay? That was 7 years ago. Okay? Still working on that. But why did they do that? Because they believed, because of my light, and they didn't really understand my Capricornness, I was going to be there very soon. No. I pushed back on everything. Everything. Right? Prove to me that it's right. Prove to me that it's right. A Capricorn trait. Okay? So there's an example of them changing things, right? They gave me $3,000 extra for my car, and she didn't tell me why. Your car is valued at $16,500. We're giving you $19,500. Okay. I'm not going to tell you no. But they did that because they needed a down payment on the car. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I was not this person. I was a denier. Trust me. But on my own, working, knowing things. Yeah. It's a great example of understanding that if you're searching for answers, they can't lead you. Stop searching for answers. They're hidden. You're never going to find them. Never going to find them. Can you get suggestions from a person like myself? Yes. Yes. On what you should do, how you should handle it, what energy you need to be in, and practice it, and understand that when you're in this place of balance, because you're meditating, because you're talking out loud to yourself, because you're saying your affirmations, because you're doing the things you do before you go to bed, in your bed, thank yous, whatever you got, whatever the affirmation is for bedtime for you, guess what? Your energy, your balance is here. I know. They just hit me with energy. See? My crown chakra just lit up. Boom. But if you're not doing that because you're a denier for years, I don't need to do that. I don't believe that stuff. Whatever. Well, guess what? Ego was my saboteur. I've never had to ask for help in my entire life when it came to my job. No. I was a manager of 3 departments at 17 years old in a department store, Montgomery Ward. Who has that? Me. Me. I mean, manager was out on pregnancy, right? Well, Bill, you want to do it? Sure. Okay, who? There you go. Because my energy and my leadership and my Capricornness came through since I was a kid. Because I knew. But now, I don't know. Only thing that I know is when I connect to the divine, to my spirit guides, for other people. Do I get things? Yes. I get Sue telling me about Interstellar. She's the 5th person in like 3 weeks. Okay, so I watch half of it, right? Those are all things. I'm on YouTube in the morning, and all of a sudden there's a Steve Noble guided meditation about third eye stuff. Well, okay, put my buds in. I don't do that, but I'm being led without saying, nah, I don't want to do that now. I want to just watch some things on YouTube. No, because when it comes up on your screen, and it's the first thing on your screen, or it's down a couple notches, right? And you look at it and you go, oh, and it hits you right here, that's when you know that you got to do that. They're telling you that you got to do that. Recognition, Spirit says. Recognizing that they brought that to you. Or your third eye kind of rumbles a little bit. Mine kind of flickered. Well, I got to do that thing right there. So boom, let's go do it. Ate breakfast, took the dog out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Sat on the couch for 30 minutes. And I didn't want to do a 33-minute meditation, but guess what? I saw it all from here. And it blew my freaking mind like I did when I was a kid, when I was just starting this journey 10 years ago. Back then, I could do all of that stuff. But the journey forward, because it's a higher dimensional energy now, has to be cleared even more. And it was brought back to me because I stopped using it, meaning eyes open, looking at it in my mind's eye, in my head. See? All of that is in front of us in different forms, But again, we're talking about ego. We're talking about our dedication to helping ourselves. Why do you feel like this? Because you're not taking care of yourself. How much water are you drinking? How much sleep are you getting? What kind of food are you eating? Are you eating real food? Right? Are you drinking non-tap water? Are you doing affirmations? How many times a day do you tell yourself that you love you? 5 to 10 times a day, every day, right? I love you, Bill. I love you. I love you. I love you so much you wouldn't believe it. You're doing so good right now. I'm so proud of you. Yeah. Because who's going to tell you that they love you every day? No one. I don't care who it is. They might say when they're going out the door it's because they believe it, which is cool. But most people don't. I don't. I've never had anybody say that to me in 60 years. Yeah. See? In that way, right? In that true sense of how much they love me. I love myself, and I have to tell myself that. 5 to 10 times a day. Out loud, not in your freaking head. When you're in the bathroom, if you're at work, on the way home, on the way to work, whatever. When you tell your children, they usually say the same thing back, right? If they learn to. My mother in our house, we were not allowed to say I love you. My mother that did not come out of her mouth ever, until 3 months before she passed away. Yeah, she finally told us for the first time, right? But then after she passed away in 1988, my father told us all the time, but he said, your mother would never let me tell you kids that I loved you. She frowned upon it. That was my mom, So we have to do it for ourselves. We have to do a lot of things for ourselves. Like be healthy. Take our walks. Everything that we have to do for ourselves to make us feel better. Because sitting in a chair all day and wondering is murder. Disaster. Hanging out in good energy or in depression energy, which is fine. I've done it for a week, right? Spirit, you gotta take this away. My gosh, what the fuck is going on? I don't get it. Well, my victim mentality comes in there with ego's help, reinforces that victim mentality, because big changes in 2024. I'm single again after 8 years. Lee's the first person that I dated, whatever, for 16 years. I didn't have time for that. I was working, making money. Now, I'm like, you know what? I should have taken the time. I should have taken the time. But we always look back when we get old. I'm 65, but I feel 45. I think I look like 50, maybe 55. I don't know. So I'm fit. I'm good. But this and this semi-match most of the time. See? So that's what it's all about, is understanding that we have to take care of ourselves. Because they will not allow us to move forward being lazy and not committed. Not every day. Dudes, it's not every day, right? We're allowed to have pity parties. We're allowed to sit in ourselves. They want us to sit in ourselves and feel the bullshit of what we're letting go of. And having the tools in our toolbox of moving ego out of the way and saying, okay, Bill, stop. Bill, stop. Just stop. Because self-preservation comes in. I don't like feeling like that. I feel like I'm heartbroken all the time. Just pain in my heart. But that's from past lives. Trust me, my 2 past lives were horrendous. Horrendous. Was murdered once at 24, once at 29, and I was a female. So I chose to be gay this lifetime. Because those straight guys killed me. Hello? Yeah. See? There's always reasons why we are the way that we are. But you get that knowledge as you go through your stuff, as you allow them to show you, as you allow them to bring it to you, and you're in a good place of understanding, oh, that's what that is. That's why I feel like that. Because we're programmed from past lives. Surprise. We've talked about this before. In spirit, I know. We always bring in some stories from past lives, especially in this lifetime, because we have to clear them to move into 5, 6D higher. 5 and 6D and higher. See? I wish I could go longer, but I can't. So, you guys have questions, put them on the YouTube page, please. If you have a YouTube feed, right? As I'll answer them there, because this will get deleted about 6 o'clock, 6:30 at night. And if I answer the questions before that and you don't see them, you will think that I didn't answer the question. Where on YouTube, I will answer the questions. I always do. So if you have questions, comments, anything like that, put them on the YouTube channel in about a half an hour. Okay? If you would too, in about a half an hour or so, go over to YouTube, like the video, leave me an emoji, whatever, and watch the video for a little bit. Okay? And I know a lot of you guys do that, and I appreciate that, because the average watch time is about 34 minutes or something like that. So that's cool. But I try to do shorter ones, and they don't like the shorter ones because they want to keep on telling people stuff. Yeah. So namaste, everybody. Happy New Year. Hi, Karen. Happy New Year. And got any questions? You know where to find me. Okay. Since it's my birthday month, 30-minute readings are $65 a piece. If you want an hour, it's only $130. Because usually we go over the 30 minutes. But anyway, also memberships, Coaching for the Soul memberships are on sale, 10% off for the first time ever. I did that at Christmas time, and it was pretty cool. And when you get a month free, okay, so you get 13 months for the price of 12, and you get 10% off. Yeah, and there's no tax in the state of Michigan on that stuff, so it's pretty good too. So billhobart.com if you want to know anything about those two things, and take care of yourselves. Okay, take care of yourselves. Don't listen to the circus outside. Don't worry about stuff you can't control, like the outside world. Okay, because you can't. It's our job is to work ourselves through it, take care of ourselves, love ourselves, and loving yourself just means that you take care of yourself. That you don't think you're what people have called you in the past and other lifetimes. Okay, so like I said, namaste. Love everybody. Take care of yourself. Eat good food. Drink lots of spring water, stuff like that. Change the narrative in your head too. There's no bad days. There's no bad days. There's no bad days. If it gets into your heart or your gut, again, softball it, grapefruit it, and throw it away. Spirit of this ain't mine no more. It's not, I'm taking it away. Take it. It's not mine. I'm not that person anymore, Spirit. I'm not that person anymore. Stop. Bill, not that person anymore. Will you stop letting that come up? Let that go, Bill. Let that go. Positive self-talk out loud works, everybody. It freaking works. And everything that you do works if it's positive. Stop questioning. Stop thinking. Stop all that. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next Thursday at 3 o'clock for Coaching for the Soul. See you.